At the beginning of a project, you're likely to be asked, how long is this going to take? And your task, maybe you have a whole series of tasks that the project is dependent on, and you don't know. And so you're going to say, well, it depends. A lot of things could go wrong. I really don't know. I don't have a clue. But you can actually get it a little bit more specific. And here's how. We're going to use the PERT formula here. Because what you can do is, although you don't know for sure how long it is going to take, you could have a guess, optimistically, or else it could be pessimistically, or else we could have in the middle, we could have a most likely, okay? Most likely. So those are the three, optimistic, pessimistic, or most likely. So let's just do this with a simple task. Let's do it even with some homely task. Like let's say I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a coffee. Now, I live fairly close to the coffee shop. How long am I going to go? Oh, I'll only be out for 10 minutes. That's the optimistic. It's 10 minutes. What about pessimistic? Oh yeah, every time you go out for a coffee, there could be traffic on the way. You might run into somebody that you know and you'll end up chatting. You won't be back for 45 minutes. That's the pessimistic. But in reality, most of the time, I'm going to be back in, let's say 20 minutes. 20 minutes would be reasonable. And so that's the most likely. And so imagine that out of 6 times that I go, 4 times I'm going to come in under that at the most likely. Okay, so we'll say 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And then once it'll be the long one of 45, and once it'll be just the short one of 10. And so to put that into a formula, you would simply add them up and then divide it by the number of entries and divide it by 6. So that would be 10 plus 20 plus 20. Let's do the formula here, the PERT formula. So our optimistic, once, plus 4 times the most likely, plus the pessimistic. So out of every 6 times that we do this task, visiting the coffee shop, going to get a coffee, or some other task, out of 6 times on average, 4 times are going to be within that most likely range. So we'll do that divided by 6. And that is your PERT formula. And that is going to come up with an answer, an average, an estimate of how long this task is going to take. Okay, so let's do that in a formula. We can do this in a spreadsheet. I'm doing this in Google Sheets. You can do it in Excel as well. We want to add up these 3. We'll put brackets around. So there's 1 of that plus 4 times the most likely time that it's going to take me, plus once of the pessimistic time, and then we've got brackets around all of that. Add and multiply those all out, and then divide it by 6. And you can, with a lot of confidence, predict that if I say that I'm going to be gone to go get a coffee, then on average, it's going to take me 22.5 minutes.